Hello guys, so I'll start part 12 of the Fight Club movie Alchemy series. And this part is about the mid-air collision in the flight when Jack was in the flight with talking to a woman, and he was talking how this company, which is a secure insurance company, treated the people who were involved in car crashes, which was very materialistic way of seeing things. So the first quote in this section is about the following: Jack in voiceover. On a long enough timeline, the survival rate for everyone drops to zero. So what does that mean? That means that death is an inescapable reality. And it's like an hourglass, and this hourglass is always running out of matter and transforming into something else. And if this transformation is good, like the years that a person is experiencing brings them more joy and joy of living, it is good. But if this hourglass just passes by and you feel like you're not living your life as you want it to be, like you sold your soul to a company or to a materialistic minded boss, material minded boss, then you feel like your life was wasted, like you wouldn't be enjoying life. And you can either face it like a bad thing that your time is running out as a human being, or you could face it with an acceptance, accepting that this is the fate of everyone. Everyone faces death, and it's just a transition to a different world, the spirit world. So uh, when they're so focused on these material aspects of existence, they don't realize their eternal nature. And to realize this internal nature requires a lots of effort on our part, of doing some inner work, which is bittersweet. And because sometimes it's good, sometimes it's very painful, sometimes it's joyful, and it really depends on what the time, the circumstance, or yeah. And so when you realize your eternal nature, you're not worried about aging and fear the unknown, because the unknown is something that you got to know when you work on yourself. You don't fear the unknown, because you know that the spirit world is a good place, and you will go to a good place if your actions in this plane are good. If your actions in this plane of existence, the material plane, the low vibrational one, is fruitful. If it is fruitful, then you won't fear the unknown. So the next quote is Jack. He said, if X is less than the cost recall, we don't do one. So these quotes are down below in the description, and you can read along with me. They're all in the description. So Jack, if X is less than the cost recall, we don't do one. So this quote was when he was talking to that woman in the plane, that black woman in the plane, and Jack was evaluating. Wait a minute. In this section, Jack and his co-workers were evaluating a car crash to see if the insurance would cover it. So they were evaluating that and to see whether or not the insurance would cover it. And they had a mathematical formula which they use to evaluate whether or not this this accident was up for review and for spending the insurance money on it, giving the research money, uh, the insurance money to the person, to the family, which uh, the family members of the person who died in a car crash. So this is the sheer opposite of humanitarianism, because it is so cruel from their part. It was so cruel for them to leaving this fate for a barren mathematical formula. This formula is very cruel, because it doesn't consider the dignity we have towards other people. It is so lacking in dignity. It's the ultimate example of materialism. It's an epitome of materialistic society, which don't take into account the needs of our fellow earthlings, our fellow journey counterparts, as I stated in the description down below. So the next quote is Jack in voiceover. Every time the plane banked too sharply on a takeoff or landing, I prayed for a crash or a mid-air collision. Anything. Life insurance pays triple if you die on a business trip. So this is very extreme form of materialism, and it's so big, and the movie took the materialism to a peak where we wouldn't even fathom it. It's so great materialism, because even though he wouldn't enjoy the money, if he dies, the money would go to his family members, and he wouldn't even see the possibilities of that money coming to fruition in his life. He totally disregarded the fact that he wouldn't make use of that money, and he just welcomed the opportunity of getting money from this crash, even if he wouldn't even enjoy it. So this money is transient. It cannot grant peace of mind for us, because we only have total peace of mind when we are aware of our eternal existence, when we've gone within enough to know that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. That's what you realize when you go within. Is that it? That we are spiritual beings having a human experience. It's temporarily. It's not definitive. So even when you get all the money you wanted, there will come a time when you don't want it anymore. You're not satisfied. You want more. You want even more than what you were bestowed upon. So you thirst for more. And this is the nature of a man who's immersed in the material world. He always thirsts for more. He always thinks that there is something more to gain, and his life is never enough. You always have to seek out for more in order to quench the thirst of materialism. So a last note is that the material world, this expression in the material world, is the last step of the tree of life. The tree of life has 10 steps, starting out from the divine and then coming downwards on the track to the material world, expression of the material world. So the material world is the last expression of divinity in the human experience. There are many other more ethereal realities, spiritual realities that are related to that. But if we only focus on the last expression of the tree of life, on the Kabbalistic piece of material world, you won't be able to be open to these higher dimensions of being, which are further above in the tree of life. So that's how you step out of the matrix. You realize the matrix from above. When you raise your consciousness you are able to distinguish, have discernment over what is good for your peace of mind and what is not. What is gonna make you attain peace of mind and what won't. So we gotta be aware of what we're putting out into the world. If we are worrying all the time about our material existence, we can become forever unfulfilled. And it's your choice if you're gonna embrace the inner work that you have to do in order to rescue your peace of mind. The peace of mind when you were a child and unconcerned, and you have to bring back the innocence of a child that perceive the world in a good light, in a playful mood. It faces the world in a playful mood. Yeah, so that's it for today, guys. Let me see. 11 minutes, okay? So I'll see you guys in the next section. Bye.